Hello friends, here is a recording of training on recruitment process. Definition of recruitment. Recruitment is the process of finding and hiring the best qualified candidate from within or outside of an organization for a job opening in a timely and cost-effective manner. The recruitment process includes analyzing the requirements of a job, attracting employees to the job, screening and selecting applicants, hiring and integrating the new employee into the organization. The topics we are going to cover here: job analysis, job description, identification of candidates, methods of recruitment, analyzing resumes, shortlisting of candidates, verification of references, past work and qualifications, interview process, post-interview onboarding process, which means induction, orientation and training, telephonic interview. A small example of the recruitment process in a pyramid form. First is discuss and understand the requirements of the stakeholder or the department concerned. Approach and find right candidate through various means. Manage the selection process, the test, interview, all those things, and a regular follow up till a candidate joins or comes on board and the job done. First, job analysis. Job analysis is a process to identify and determine in detail the particular job duties and requirements and the relative importance of these duties for a given job. Job analysis is a process where judgments are made about data collected on a job. Before embarking on recruitment process, it is imperative to do a proper analysis of the job or vacancy for which candidates are sought for by the concerned department. A template of a job analysis format is attached. Please go through the same to understand. The main purpose of conducting a job analysis process is to use the collected information to create a right fit between job and employee. It is also used to assess the performance of an employee, to determine the worth of a particular task, and to analyze the training and development needs of an employee delivering that specific job. Job description, or JD in short, is a broad, general and written statement of a specific job based on the findings of a job analysis. Job description is also called sometimes as job profile. It generally includes duties, purpose, responsibilities, scope and working conditions of a job along with the job's title, or we call designation, and the name or designation of the person to whom the employee reports. JD usually forms the basis of job specification. JD therefore plays a crucial part for launching the recruitment process. A sample job description for the position of project manager is attached. A sample JD is also enclosed herewith. JD design can vary from organization to organization, but the basic purpose or objective is to explain the job role with clarity. HR should decide as to how the candidates should be sourced and the process thereof. In some organizations, vacancies are announced through internal communication system. In case employees are aware of candidates in his or her circle who may be suitable for the vacancies, they can recommend such profiles to the HR. It is called employee referral system. In case an external candidate is referred by one of the employees and gets considered and selected, the employee concerned receives a token amount of appreciation subject to various terms and conditions. For instance, the new recruit should continue in the organization for a minimum number of months. This process is also called buddy referral in some organizations. In many organizations, vacancies are circulated within the establishment, giving opportunities for the existing employees to apply provided they are suitable and eligible. This method helps a great deal in job rotation, anticipating and accepting new challenges, extending employee loyalty to organization, creating growth opportunities caused by chain reaction of one vacancy leading to another. If the JD calls for freshers, then on-campus or off-campus recruitment would be ideal. If the number of vacancies are more, then on-campus will be suggested. Through off-campus, freshers from various academic institutions can be called for recruitment. If the candidates are expected to have skills of general nature and easily available, job portals could be good source. In case the candidates are supposed to hold very senior position with special skills, then headhunters or consultancy firms can be approached, or through professional platforms like LinkedIn can be thought of. Next, recruitment process. There are several recruitment processes in vogue. One is campus recruitment. Organization gets freshers from different streams in large numbers. This process offers wide range of choices to select from. Filtration or selection process involves technical aptitude, general knowledge test, group discussion and personal interview. From one campus itself, an organization can have a vast pool of talent to choose and select the right number of any kind of candidates. The HR communicates in advance to the institution about their visit to their campus for selecting students. They also inform the training and placement officer the requirement of students from particular branch or branches or streams. Also, other criteria such as minimum marks obtained, willingness to work in different locations, nature of job, etc. are all communicated in advance. On the appointed day, the HR of the organization makes a presentation about their organization, highlighting their presence in the world or in the market, products and services offered, various manufacturing facilities, their mission, vision, values, and what do they expect from the freshers. Through conducting various tests and personal interview, HR personnel will arrive at suitable number of freshers for induction into their organization, and the shortlisted candidates are or circulated or communicated to the principal and the training and placement officer. There are four basic steps involved in campus recruitment. Number one, step one, pre-placement talk given by the companies to give students an insight into the company culture and profiles on offer. Step two involves a resuming shortlisting process which is carried by the companies as per their selection criteria. Step 3 involves companies conduct their recruitment process on the campus during the placement week and make offers to the students. And the fourth one, there are called summer placements, select students intern during summers, or final placements, students who accept the offers are available to join work post the month of March. Lateral recruitment involves mass media like newspaper advertisements, sourcing from job portals like Naukri, Monster, etc. And of late, recruitment through social media like Facebook and professional platforms such as LinkedIn are also resorted to. Lateral recruitment, mass media. Newspapers like Times of India, Indian Express, Deccan Herald, etc. carry various advertisements for vacancies. Two such advertisements are in the next slide. An advertisement carries only a brief description about the job, such as qualification, experience, age limit, etc. Most of the advertisements do not explain the roles and responsibilities in detail. A JD will give you broader description of the job. It is ideal to have a JD so that the recruiter can understand the profile of the candidate in a better way. These are the two sample advertisements taken from newspapers. Compared to good old days when main sources for getting suitable uh, candidates were limited to employment exchanges or newspaper advertisements, in the modern era, the sources are mostly job portals and professional and social media. These days, sourcing through newspaper advertisements have come down appreciably. However, it is still one of the sources because the newspaper has got a much larger reach. The other sources of sourcing are job portals, employee referrals, internal recruitment, job fairs, campus recruitment, social media. Some of the top job portals are Killer Launch, Indeed, Naukri, LinkedIn, Monster, and there is Shine, Times Job, and so many are available. In the past 5 years, recruitment through social media has taken giant strides. Every day, more and more people find talent through social media. It's an acceptable fact that more and more people are now living in a connected world, networked world. The numbers are growing by the day. Therefore, the role of social media in the current recruitment process will certainly go up and grow up in the coming years. Some examples of social media sourcing are LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Google. Types of screening. Candidates are screened through various processes depending upon the nature of job, types of candidates, and number of selected candidates. First and foremost, screening of resumes take place for relevancy to the job description and then the profiles of candidates for close matching with job description. If the positions to be filled by freshers, then aptitude test, general knowledge test, technical test, group discussion and personal interview are planned. Under aptitude test, there are numerical aptitude, verbal aptitude, spatial aptitude, logical aptitude tests are there. These are also known as psychometric assessments. If the positions are for experienced candidates, then a personal interview is conducted. In certain cases, telephonic interview, interview through Skype or Google Duo are also accepted norms these days. Role of technology in screening. Presently, large organizations where recruitment process take place on a continuous basis, information technology is used effectively. Profiles or resumes are first screened to match the job requirements by using automation tools which are incorporated with keywords and specific skills. Similarly, for administering various tests, psychometric, technical, etc., there are automation tools available whereby results are arrived at without manual intervention and also at considerable speed and accuracy. Such tools can be modified to meet specific requirements and can be integrated and customized into existing HR systems of the organization. Each organization has its own screening process depending upon the platform or technology that is used. However, computers are only as effective as the parameters they are given. If the job requirements or competencies or skills are not well defined, the computer cannot identify the right candidates. Further, personnel using the tool should be trained suitably for achieving success. A few recruitment tools. Recruiting tools every hiring manager needs. Chatbots, Source Hub, Contact Out, for Hirtual, Textio, Know Your Worth, HireView, clipboarding, etc. These recruitment tools help a great deal in collating and analyzing data as well. Next is analyzing resumes. Focus of HR at this stage should be to be on the lookout for candidates whose profiles match as close to the JD as possible. Apple to apple or orange to orange matching is rarely possible. Therefore, there should be some amount of flexibility from the recruiter side while producing resumes. Analyzing resumes patiently in respect of each parameter is quite essential. Evaluation made in a hurry may lead us to missing out good candidates. Spending as much time as possible in finding gaps in education, work experience, etc. is essential, and such gaps need to be highlighted for seeking clarification from candidates at the time of interview or prior to being called for interview. So these clarifications are sought even through preliminary telephonic interview. Date and data conflicts need to be looked at. In case there are gaps in academic cycle in completing high school, graduation, degree, etc., need to be assessed. Similarly, data in respect of unheard of or unfamiliar institutions, universities, too high salary received, not proportional to the post held, etc., need to be looked at and get them verified. It's ideal to develop a template for each resume in soft form. This template has to be customized for each JD. Data from each resume can be transferred to the soft form. Once the data of all candidates are transferred and converted into an Excel format, gaps will get highlighted. These gaps can be looked into for criticality in respect of JD parameters and clarifications sought from candidate. While identifying suitable candidates, care must be taken to find out the candidate's willingness to relocate, interest to accept additional responsibilities, desire to learn new things, passion to achieve the targets, role as a team player, etc. need to be identified. Candidates' past track record, his career growth, extracurricular activities, hobbies, etc., will give an idea about the personality behind the resume. Also, whether he has faced failures in life and how he handled them, which gives us the attitudinal aspect of the candidate. This information can be gleaned by studying their resumes closely, analyzing their academic, curricular, extracurricular, and co curricular performance, interests, experiences, and achievements. These inputs can be corroborated at the time of interview. After complete analysis of resumes, those candidates who match or closely match the JD can be shortlisted for the next step. With technological advancement, many candidates submit fake profiles, fake credentials, and fake references these days. With photoshopping, anything can be created and submitted. Therefore, it is better to be wise before the event. It is ideal to do cross-checking credentials for their credibility and correctness through appropriate agencies. There are a lot of agencies who are specialized in background credential verification. This task is outsourced and such agencies can help in the process. They will find out through their own sources or deputing their executives to get the documents and profiles verified. This will save a lot of time, efforts, and resources in doing after selection or shortlisting of candidates. Ensure sufficient notice is given to candidates to attend interview. Wherever reimbursement is paid for the candidates attending interview from outstation, suitable instruction to be given to candidates to bring along proof of travel in original. It is ideal to call up and talk to candidates and find out about their attending the interview or otherwise. This will help the HR to guess likely number of candidates who will be attending the interview on a particular day. Accordingly, arrangements in terms of duration, availability of panel members, etc. can be determined. Correct location, landmark, person to be contacted, etc. need to be communicated clearly in advance. Advance information to security, reception, admin personnel, organizing interview rooms, pantry services, etc. to be communicated for smooth interview process. Panel members need to be identified and candidates' details passed on to them in advance. This will enable them to study the details and formulate idea about the potential candidates appearing for interview. Panel members should include the department or unit head or the person who has sought candidates for his department. Candidates should be given due respect as they are likely to be our potential employees. They should be treated properly. Someone from HR should be available till the interview process is complete so that any doubts and queries of candidates or interview panel members should be attended to quickly. It will ensure that they carry back pleasant memories of their interaction and also form a good opinion about the organization whether or not they get selected. Thank each and every candidate who appeared for the interview for their interest shown in the organization and wish them well. Once the selected candidates are announced by the interview panel, the process of fixing suitable salary, compensation and benefits etc. take place. Offer letter is issued to such selected candidates and they are expected to join the organization at the designated department and location before a certain date, generally agreed to by the candidate in advance. This depends upon the urgency and nature of assignment. In many organizations, travel expenses are reimbursed for reporting for duty. It is essential to maintain all records pertaining to the interview process so that any kind of query on the status of recruitment is sought for by higher ups, the same can be produced. A sample MIS on recruitment is enclosed herewith. Once the candidate is selected or shortlisted and a position is offered, other formalities such as joining or onboarding process happens. Considering the business unit, department, location, depending upon the company's policy, HR has to ascertain from candidate his likely date of reporting, which should be conveyed to the head of department or the new candidate's immediate superior. On the date of joining, suitable arrangement should be made in advance, such as allocation of cubicle or cabin or table have to be organized. As soon as the candidate reports for duty, appropriate briefing about working hours, lunch hours, location of cafeteria, cab or bus facilities, etc. has to be carried out. On the date of joining, a joining report format is filled in by the new employee. In many companies, this process is made online. A sample format is enclosed wherein complete details about an employee are obtained for the purpose of provident fund, employee state insurance, etc. A welcome kit containing essential tools for the job and also brochure about the company, a welcome note from CEO, articles with company logo, etc. Can be handed over. Detailed induction explaining company's various policies, procedures, facilities, systems, and procedures can take place subsequently when sufficient number of new joinees report. Whenever new employees are required to undergo specific business related, product related, or process related training, immediate arrangements need to be made for such activities. Some new joiners may require technical training relating to the business he is associated with or with the process he will be involved. Some new joiners may also require orientation relating to his or her job role. In many organizations, freshers are rotated through various departments to get an idea about the entire operation and the processes adopted by the company, which will help them get an idea about the entire organization. It will be ideal to nominate the new joiners for any training as soon as they join so that they become ready for taking up their assignment. Familiarization and orientation within the department or business unit will help the new employee get over the new bride syndrome. Telephone interviews are often conducted by the employers in the initial interview round of the hiring process. This type of interview allows an employer to screen candidates on the candidate's experience, qualifications, and salary expectations pertaining to the position and the company. Seek clarifications on any gaps found in the resume in respect of qualification, experience. To make the most of a telephone interview and to get the best out of each candidate you are interviewing, follow these steps. Be friendly, be respectful of their candidate's time, clarify the must haves, ask knockout questions, assess the candidate's interest, ask if they have questions, explain the next steps such as personal interview, etc. Thank you. We have come to the end of the session.